In April 2021, I was so traumatized, I was so broken and defeated that I was having massive anxiety attacks. I was massively depressed. I was a broken individual, completely physically, emotionally, in every single way. I was broken. I was fragmented. I was shattered. I could not even have a normal conversation and look people in an eye. I was so traumatized. I was so destroyed, and I'm here today. I'm alive today because I had someone to talk to. I had someone to trauma dump on. Uh, my good friend Chris sat on this couch, and I was just bawling and crying and talking to him, and it was, and that was just the beginning. Like, one of the things I told him was, like, when I was talking to him, I noticed I couldn't look him in the eye. I was like, this isn't, like, this is something else. And then I, like, started looking at him in the eye and started talking to him because I was so embarrassed. I was so like, what is happening to me? Uh, I fell in love and married someone who was a full blown, is a full blown sociopath, a narcissistic sociopath. And I know that she's like that because she was completely traumatized as a child. I don't know her story. I don't know her full story, but I know that she has sociopathic narcissistic defenses because of childhood trauma. Eventually, I enrolled in the International Association of Trauma Recovery Coaching initial training program to become a trauma recovery coach, which is my calling. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. As long as I'm breathing, I want to be there for people because trauma recovery happens in community. You need to talk to people. You need that love and acceptance. You need that unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, and you need someone who knows about trauma. When I enrolled in that program healed me a lot. Now, unfortunately, that program, that association, was is being destroyed by someone who has unhealed trauma and has become an active narcissist. But so now there's a new association that's being formed, or is formed, the Global Trauma Institute, which I plan on joining eventually. Uh, but I just want to let you know that you guys are not alone. And I have gotten to a place where now I love, like, when I love someone, I love them forever. I've gotten to a place where I understand what I went through. It's still like crazy. It's still nuts, and I mean, I still love her. I still, you know, I I hate that these people are self-destructive because if she doesn't get help, she's probably gonna go through 5, 6, 7, 8 marriages. If Because her entourage of enablers have no respect for her. They have low standards for her. So they just let her self-destruct. The narcissistic curse is that they surround themselves with people that hate them, and they push people away that love them. I loved the person I married. I absolutely loved her. And I tried to hold her accountable because she was acting like a sociopath. And she robbed me. She wanted to get a gun to better control me. The stuff that I went through, no one should go through. I even lost my will to live. I was sitting on this couch crying nonstop. For months upon months upon months upon months. Before everything exploded in April 21, in February 21, I was up for 48 hours straight because I was crying nonstop for 25 hours straight, which I did not even think was possible. I was crying for 25 hours straight. Just think about that. I was crying for 25 hours straight without breaking, not even breaking for a half hour, or I was crying nonstop because of the insanity I had to deal with. This is my life passion. You're not alone. I have a trauma recovery service or business that I want to have for the rest of my life. For as long as I'm living on this planet, I want to be there for people. So if you need help, go to scottferrycoaching.com. That is SCOTTFERRIECOACHING.com. Thank you. You don't have to do this alone. I'm here for you. And I if I could live for 500 years and do this for 500 years, I would. Because trauma recovery is the solution to the world's problems. Trauma is the cause, I would say, of 99% of the world's problems. All right. I'm here for you. Trauma recovery happens in community. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me.